For decades, the world has whispered the name Area 51 with a mixture of fascination, suspicion, and fear. Hidden in the heart of the Nevada desert, surrounded by barren land that stretches endlessly toward the horizon, the base seems almost designed to provoke curiosity. Fences, cameras, sensors buried beneath the sand, and warning signs that promise consequences for those who cross the line. It's a place that shouldn't feel alive, yet somehow does. A place that feels as if it watches you back. And every year, more stories emerge, stories of strange lights slicing through the night sky, of secret aircraft that defy gravity, and of leaked videos claiming to show things that should not exist. Whether you believe in extraterrestrials or not, there's one truth nobody can deny. Area 51 is hiding something. The question is what? The rumors didn't begin overnight. In the 1950s, when the base was first constructed, it existed only as a name whispered among military insiders. It had no official acknowledgement. It wasn't on maps. It didn't exist, not to the public, not even to most of the government. Workers flown in on Jana Airlines were told never to discuss their work, never to repeat what they saw, never to question why certain objects glowed when they shouldn't or moved in impossible ways. Those first workers probably thought they were taking part in a routine operation, a necessary Cold War secrecy measure. But as the years passed and the aircraft tested there became stranger, sharper angles, metallic hums, bizarre movements, something shifted. Rumors began leaking out through word of mouth, through hushed conversations at local bars, and eventually even through clips and photographs that shouldn't exist. These fragments were dismissed as hoaxes, yet each one added another brick to the towering mythology of the base. Stories of lights soaring through the desert skies started to become so frequent that even mainstream newspapers began taking notice. Locals reported aircraft that changed direction instantly, without banking or slowing. They spoke of objects that hovered completely still, without wings or visible propulsion, yet emitted a faint pulse of light, like a heartbeat. Some described a high-pitched sound that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Others claimed that whatever they saw didn't make noise at all, complete silence, even as the objects moved at incomprehensible speeds. Every clip of leaked footage, whether grainy or suspiciously clear, only deepened the mystery. One of the most unsettling videos to ever emerge shows a dark, saucer-shaped craft hovering over the far end of Groom Lake. The footage opens with shaky hands, the camera struggling to capture the movement. The craft doesn't behave like any military drone. It stays perfectly still for nearly 30 seconds before shooting straight upward, not at a diagonal, not with visible thrust straight into the sky, as if gravity has no hold on it. The person filming gasps, the camera jerks, and then the craft is gone. Many insisted the video was CGI, a clever trick. But when experts analyzed the light distortion around the craft, light bending, almost warping, they couldn't entirely explain what they were seeing. Some said it resembled heat distortion from something powerful. Others said it looked more like the air around the craft was being manipulated. But manipulated by what? Then there is the footage that emerged from a supposed former employee of the base. A man who remains nameless but whose trembling voice narrates the video. This video appears to show the inside of a dimly lit hangar. Bright white lights flicker overhead, and in the center of the room is a metallic craft unlike any known aircraft. It's round, with a smooth surface that seems to absorb the light rather than reflect it. Workers in hazmat suits move around the craft slowly, almost fearfully. At one point, one of them gestures to a small, disc-shaped mechanism on the side of the craft. And the camera zooms in to reveal marking symbols that don't resemble any human language. Curved lines, almost biological in shape. With luminescent edges, the footage is blurry but unmistakably strange. Skeptics dismissed it immediately, yet those who have worked with classified aerospace materials insisted that certain details, the layout of the hangar, the type of equipment visible, even the specific style of military crates were accurate to that era. If it was faked with an extraordinary level of knowledge. And that raised a chilling possibility. Even if the footage wasn't real, whoever created it knew exactly what Area 51 looked like from the inside. But perhaps the most shocking piece of leaked footage is the one that surfaced only a few years ago, uploaded anonymously before being removed from the platform within minutes. Those who saved it claim it showed something alive, The video begins with a dim room, blue-tinted and hazy, as if filmed through thick security glass. At first, nothing moves. Then slowly, a shape becomes visible, small, thin, almost fragile-looking. A creature sits hunched over, its back rising and falling in a slow, shaky motion. Its skin appears smooth and grayish, its limbs long, its hands with elongated fingers curled inward. The camera zooms in slightly, and in one haunting moment, the creature lifts its head. Its eyes are large, dark, reflective, and impossibly expressive. It looks scared. It looks alive. The video lasts only 30 seconds before cutting to black, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. Was it real, a puppet? A CGI effect? The debate raged online, and although the original post was deleted, thousands of mirror uploads appeared within hours. Some people swore the creature blinked in a way no puppet could. Others pointed out the way its chest rose and fell, too naturally, too subtly to be faked. But just as the discussions reached a boiling point, the videos began disappearing en masse. Accounts that posted it were suspended. Comments were wiped. Searches returned empty. It was as if someone or something didn't want the world to see it. And yet, the internet never forgets. Amid all the theories, one of the most mysterious elements of Area 51's lore comes from the testimony of individuals who claim to have worked at nearby facilities. One anonymous engineer described something unsettling. He said the technology they handled sometimes behaved as if it were alive. Not in the biological sense, but in the way it responded, adapted, and changed when observed. He recounted how he and others tried to disassemble a device, something circular, metallic, and unnervingly smooth. Whenever they applied pressure or attempted to probe its interior, the device emitted a quiet hum and shifted slightly, as if protecting itself. The engineer claimed it responded differently to different people, as though it could sense them. Another worker described doors that opened without being touched, machines that activated without commands, and materials that could not be cut, burned, or bent by any tool available. He claimed one object, dubbed the core, would vibrate at irregular intervals, filling the room with a deep, resonant sound that made some workers nauseous. No one knew what its purpose was, only that it behaved in ways experts said were scientifically impossible. For decades, the U.S. government consistently denied the existence of Area 51. That silence alone helped fuel the mystery. When the government finally acknowledged the base in 2013, it did so in the most sterile, unemotional way possible, simply releasing documents that confirmed what millions already suspected. Yes, the base exists, and yes, advanced aircraft have been tested there. But the documents said nothing about aliens, nothing about strange lights, nothing about unexplained creatures, nothing about the footage that keeps surfacing. Why address the bare minimum and ignore the rest unless the rest hits far too close to the truth? Conspiracy theorists argue that the government deliberately allows some footage to leak as misdirection, a tactic known as controlled disclosure. The idea is simple: release just enough to keep people curious, distracted, guessing, while the real secrets remain locked behind secure vaults and underground chambers. If people obsess over UFOs, they won't question the development of classified weapons or surveillance programs. If the world is focused on aliens, nobody notices new technology quietly being tested in the desert, technology that could shift the balance of power on a global scale. But this explanation only accounts for some of the mystery. Because certain pieces of footage, certain sounds, certain shapes, certain movements don't resemble any known aircraft, no matter how advanced. Some former military pilots have spoken, anonymously of course, about encountering objects during training exercises near the base. They described lights moving faster than any jet, making perfect right-angle turns without slowing down, disappearing from radar, and reappearing miles away in seconds. One pilot claimed he saw an object change shape mid-flight, almost as if it were folding in on itself. How do you explain something like that? Technology so advanced it behaves more like a living thing than a machine? The witness said he reported the incident, but his superiors told him to forget what he saw, not to record it, and not to speak of it again. He never flew over that region afterward. Then comes the story of a maintenance worker who claimed he once saw something being transported underground. He described a large cylindrical container, heavily guarded, moving along a track beneath the base. As it passed, he heard a sound soft, rhythmic, almost like breathing. He said the container shook slightly, as if something inside was moving. When he asked a supervisor about it, he was told to mind his work and never speak of it. Within a week, he was reassigned to a different base, thousands of miles away. And then there are the disappearances. Over the years, a handful of individuals who claim to have high-level information about Area 51 have gone silent. Some vanished from the public eye without explanation. Others recanted their stories suddenly, claiming they had made everything up, even when their earlier testimony seemed emotional, detailed, and sincere. A few appeared in interviews looking nervous, distracted, glancing off camera as if someone was watching. Something changed their minds, but who or what? Even the famous Storm Area 51 event meant as a joke revealed something weird. Those who traveled to the outskirts of the base during that time claimed they saw strange things at night. Some described unusual vibrations under the ground, as if machinery was operating deep below. Others swore they saw quick flashes of light low to the ground, darting horizontally in unnatural ways. One camper reported waking to a deep hum in the middle of the night, so powerful it made the air feel heavy. When he stepped outside his tent, the desert was silent, but he felt watched. Area 51's mystery doesn't just persist, it grows. Every leaked video, every whistleblower account, every strange disappearance adds another layer to a story that refuses to be dismissed. Maybe the government really is hiding extraterrestrial life. Maybe the technology being tested there is decades or even centuries ahead of anything known to the public. Maybe the footage we're seeing is only a tiny fraction of the truth. Or maybe, just maybe, the real secret is something far stranger than any alien ship or classified experiment. There is a theory whispered among researchers, one that rarely reaches mainstream discussions. The idea that Area 51 is not just housing alien technology, but acting as a beacon. A place of contact. A doorway. Some believe the strange lights are not aircraft but signals. Some believe the sounds recorded near the base, the low-frequency hums, the rhythmic pulses, are forms of communication. And some believe that whatever is being kept there isn't a relic of something that crashed, but something that came willingly. Whether you think Area 51 is the center of extraterrestrial contact, a hub for advanced military technology, or simply a place shrouded in unnecessary secrecy, one thing is certain: the mystery is far from solved. The leaked footage only scratches the surface. The truth, whatever it is, remains hidden behind those fences, beneath the desert sand, deep inside underground chambers we may never see. And perhaps the reason we may never know the full truth is because the truth is too big, too strange, too world-altering to reveal. But somewhere out there, someone knows. Someone has seen what lies inside. And until that person speaks, all we can do is piece together the fragments, every leaked clip, every whispered testimony, every strange light in the sky, and continue searching. If you enjoyed diving into this mystery